Alright, let's do this again. Okay, let's solve this equation and so that we can get this answer. Alright, the first thing is just to rearrange the equation. You bring the 2 to the left hand side and then you make it 0 at the right hand side. Now you create a common denominator by multiplying 2 with x minus 2, x minus 2. And then you combine these two equations, x plus 4 minus 2x plus 4 divided by x minus 2 bigger than 0. Now the next thing is to simplify it. X minus 2x will become negative x plus 8 divided by x minus 2. Now the next step is to change the coefficient of our x here because we don't like this negative sign. So how to solve this? You just simply multiply this equation with negative. Okay, you multiply the whole equation with negative x plus 8 x minus 2, and this side also you multiply with negative. So when you multiply both sides with negative, this sign will also change. So it will change like this. Okay. Now you are gonna get x minus 8 over x minus 2 lesser or equal to 0. So this is our final equation. Now you are gonna look for your critical value. Okay, so look for our critical value. So our first equation is x minus 8 equal to 0. So our x will be 8. The second equation is x minus 2 equal to 0. So x is 2. Oops. Okay. So for this equation here, our x cannot be 2. So you take note of that because our x here is our denominator as well. So if you try to substitute that 2 into this x, your denominator will become 0 and that will create a math error. So now after you have listed all your critical values, you straight away draw your number line. Okay, draw your number line and you just place all your critical values inside. And then now we focus on each equation. Okay, let's look at our first equation. So this is our first equation, x minus 8. Okay, our x minus 8. So if you substitute the value of 8 inside this x, we get 0. So if we calculate this equation, we still get 0. Then it means that we can include the value of 8 in our equation. And then you straight away imagine that anything higher than 8 will result in positive value. Okay, anything higher than 8 here. If you substitute 9, you will get 1. If you substitute 10, you will get 2. Meaning that anything higher than 8 will result in positive. So anything below 8 will result in negative. Okay, so for our second equation, okay, this is our second equation, x minus 2. So we cannot include that value of 2. So we straight away know that 2 is not included. Okay, but by looking at this particular equation, anything higher than 2 will result in positive value, right? Okay, 3 minus 2, 1, 4 minus 2, 2, all the way to positive infinity. So anything above 2 will result in positive value for that particular equation. Anything lesser than 2, let's say 1, okay, if we substitute 1, 1 minus 2, negative 1. So it will result in negative. Now, after you have done that, okay, we can simply highlight our uh, signage here. Okay, what we need to do now is to get the answer of this division of sign. Okay, since our original equation is involving division, so we can just imagine negative sign divided by negative sign will result in positive sign. Negative sign divided by positive sign will result in negative. And positive sign divided by positive sign will result in positive answer. So, by looking at our initial equation here, okay, we are looking for anything lesser than 0 or equal to 0. So, anything less than 0 meaning it is negative. So, the only negative sign that we have here is this part. Okay, I will highlight this. Okay, this is the only sign that we accept in our solution. So, we have found our range of values, okay, which starts from, so x is starts from 2 and stops at 8, or in interval notation we write round bracket for 2 and then go to 8, we close it with a square bracket. So that is the answer of this question.